Welcome back, KPRC 2 Plus. This is a dilemma a lot of parents can relate to. When is it okay for our children to get their first phone?
Yeah, well, there isn't always a right answer. AT&T has partnered with the American Academy of Pediatrics to give some expert advice. Luis Silva is from AT&T is joining us this morning. Luis, thank you so much for being here. Let's jump right into this. So there are certainly different opinions on this topic, and obviously every child and situation are different, but there's a new tool now to at least help, right?
Yes, good morning. Thank you for having me. And that is correct. With the help of pediatricians, we've developed a 10-question quiz that parents can take online to help them make a decision about that first phone. Where was this when my kids were growing up? So questions like, how responsible is your child with their things? Or do they need a phone to stay connected to you as parents? It's about your family situation and your child's maturity.
So, Luis, what will the final results look like, and what should parents take from that?
Okay, so 3 conclusions, right? The number one, it will tell you your child is on the ready zone. The second one, almost ready zone, and the not yet ready zone. And remember, these are not etched in stone. The quiz just helps you determine if your child is ready. But as parents, depending on your situation, you might need them to have a phone, or you may not be ready for them to have a phone. And remember, it's not necessarily a phone always. You can always use other systems to track or communicate with your child, like watches or trackers themselves. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a phone.
Yeah, so where can families find this quiz?
So we created this website, which is called screenready.att.com. And it's a lot more than just a quiz. There you can find sections on digital literacy, digital safety, and a digital parenting section. And that's where you can find the quiz. But lots of good information in there, not only for your children, but for yourself regarding phone safety and all that security around using your information.
So helpful to have that and help us parents navigate this. But let's say we are ready to get our kid that first phone. What are your quick top tips for navigating this new world with them?
Oh, that's fantastic. Just 3 things. First, be present all the time. Find out what they're using their phone for, all the apps that they might have, all those things. Second, remind them that words matter and they stay there forever. So whatever you send on your phones, that's information that sends forever. So you use the mom teacher test. Do you want your mom to see this? Do you want your teacher to see this? If you don't, then don't send it.
Yeah.
And finally, just one, most carriers do it, and we offer for a very low fee an app that can help you take care of your child or kind of control all those things. In AT&T, we have it. It's called AT&T Secure Family. And not only it helps you, block certain websites and things like that for access from your phone, but it also helps you control timing so that they are not on the phone 24 hours, et cetera, et cetera. So that's really good and really important for you to have.
Yeah, and that leads me to my next question. I mean, it's so important to establish parameters and boundaries with these smart devices. How should that conversation go with your child?
Well, it's pretty much you get a right to have your phone. So that conversation is, I'm giving you this phone. It's a huge responsibility. I can take it away, right? So that's one of the things that it's crucial nowadays. And in many cases, that is their lifeline with their friends. So that if they use it responsibly, they get to keep it. If not, they might lose the phone. So that's kind of the way you have that conversation as you give them the phone.
That's right. Mom and dad have the last say.
That's right. Mom and dad are calling the shots. Period. That's not up for discussion.
That's it. Well, great information, Luis. Thank you for being with us this morning. Luis Silva from AT&T. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys for having me.
Important subject matter indeed.
A lot of parents